This is me in the middle of nowhere after just getting scammed during my last day in Armenia. And you might wonder how I ended up in this situation. For that we have to go back to the beginning of the day. For the last 2 days I've been traveling through Armenia trying to live like Arman Tsarukyan on a $1,000 budget to uncover his biggest secret to success.
There's just one problem. I barely have any money left. There's also a lot at stake. I quit my job for this, and if I can't manage to make this work, I will have to get my old job back. And I really don't want that. Where do I even begin? Don't get me wrong, it's a nice hotel room. It is bigger than the studio I lived in for 3 years. But it doesn't scream luxury.
And just when I thought I had arranged the final place for the series, I ended up getting scammed. But you'll see that later.
But first, we're gonna need to check out. And go to our first activity, because we have a lot to do today.
And this is how the budget looks before starting our last day. One of Arman Tsarukyan's favorite hobbies is shooting guns. But I have never touched a gun in my life before. So I signed up for a shooting lesson, and at the end I was going to have a match against the instructor, and if I would somehow win, I would get the entire training for free. We started with the smaller gun and I got a small instruction on what to do. My goal was going to be to hit the targets at the back. I got the first one, the second one, but I missed the third one. And then it was time for the big guns. And I missed pretty much every shot.
That boom boom, like this, boom 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 boom.
And after a few final shots, it was time for the competition. But there was a lot at stake. I barely had any budget left, and I still had most of the day ahead of me. The rules were simple. We both had to hit 4 targets as fast as possible. Unfortunately, because bullets were flying everywhere, I couldn't place the camera in a better position. So this was the only angle we had.
Stand by. Start.
I hit the first one, then the second one, then the third. I missed the fourth, but I hit the fifth. Somehow I hit 4 out of 5 shots and I managed to win the competition. After missing pretty much every shot before, I somehow managed to win. I'm not sure how I even did that. Maybe living like Arman Tsarukyan is actually a cheat code.
Right, you're winning. This time I'm going better.
It's better.
If it's competition, then I do well.
We are on a very tight schedule. We're gonna race to the next location. But thank you to Luger, this was extremely fun and it cost me nothing. So thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
And after shooting guns, I was quite hungry and it was time for lunch. Arman Tsarukyan loves caviar, but it is also one of the most expensive foods in the world, and that was definitely not inside my budget. But I feel like I had to try to arrange it. So I found a restaurant and went inside and asked for the smallest batch possible.
I have a small question. You sell caviar, right? Sure. How much is it? Okay, sure. Let's do it.
I got the most expensive that I could get. I don't think it's gonna be a lot.
And somehow I actually managed to arrange it. The only problem, the price was insane for barely any caviar.
I don't think I'm gonna be full.
This trip so far has been one of the most action-packed and mind-blowing series that I've done on YouTube. And if you're enjoying it and still watching in episode 3, please subscribe and help out my channel. I would really appreciate it.
It wasn't a lot, so maybe I need to try something else.
And to keep in line with Arman's diet, we were then instead going to eat a lot of hamburgers. Arman loves huge portions, so one way or another we were gonna do it. The plan for the rest of the day was going to be to eat these hamburgers and then go to the hotel, where I ended up getting scammed. But let me ask you something. Do you still remember what I did in my training yesterday? You probably don't. That is because you don't use BJJ Notes. With BJJ Notes you can track everything that you do, and with that it helps you improve on the mat. I've been using the app now for a while, and because I have so much data, it starts generating insight with AI. Lock in the annual plan using code BJJAH. And after taking the last 2 burgers with me, it was time to go to the last location of the day. I stepped into a taxi and headed to the outskirts of Yerevan, because for just $150 I found what looked like the perfect place to end the trip. A huge villa with a pool, a jacuzzi, multiple bedrooms and even a massive TV. This was supposed to be the reward before the grand final the next day. But then, everything started to go wrong.
Everything has gone to shit. It sent me to the wrong location.
And after walking around for almost 30 minutes, I finally arrived at the location.
I have finally arrived at the place that I've been wanting to show you for such a long time. It is time to show you. It is absolutely trash.
This is a comparison of how it looked online versus in real life. Insane.
There's no pool, there's no jacuzzi. So I messaged them and I said I'm not gonna stay here. You're gonna offer me a full refund. Not the most pleasant man, but it is what it is. This is our last night here. Everything has to be amazing. This clearly isn't.
After traveling for more than 2.5 hours, I was stranded in the middle of Yerevan with nowhere to stay. It looked like my final night in Armenia was falling apart. And then somehow I saw a man walking around with a monkey. So at this point I genuinely didn't even know what was going on anymore. But I couldn't end the trip like this. So far every obstacle had somehow been overcome. We survived brutal training sessions, lost and came back stronger, ran up the cascade stairs, did an entire strength session in the mountains of Armenia, and somehow even won a shooting competition with zero experience. Every setback so far had turned into something bigger, and I knew the final night in Armenia had to be no different. So I went back to the exact same street I had just left, and started searching for a new hotel. And don't think that I'm ever gonna disappoint you guys.
For our room, we have a private elevator. We are now at the upper floor, floor 13, where we have our own private entrance in the middle of Yerevan. I'm gonna enter the code and we're gonna get in. This is the absolute middle point of the city.
With a living room with really high ceilings, a view of the city, one bedroom and another one, both with amazing views.
And you might be thinking, Anthony, you don't even need 2 bathrooms. That's true. That's why I got a third one. But it doesn't end here. We have more. We got our very own rooftop patio. Unfortunately it rains, so that doesn't really help. But it looks absolutely insane.
We were literally staying on the highest floor in the busiest street.
I think I can now say that I am this close to achieving the final goal of the series. There are still 2 unanswered questions left. Number 1, what is the grand final? And number 2, what is Arman Tsarukyan's big secret to success?
And let's start with the grand final.
It is time to go to the last location. And we are gonna go to the last location with this car.
There was one thing which I didn't manage to do. In episode 1 I wanted to get a ride in a luxury car and I didn't manage to do it. So to make that right, I got a private chauffeur.
Usually a private driver in a car like this would cost a fortune, but we managed to arrange it. So thank you, Luke Speed, for driving me. We're going to the last location, which once again usually would cost money, and it's gonna cost me absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Yes, it's okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day.
I'm waiting.
Sorry?
I'm waiting for you.
No, it's okay.
I'm free.
You're free to go. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
I was brought to the Tashir Arena.
This is exit fighters on the fight.
And before I knew it, I was brought aside and I was brought to the fighter entrance. That was because I was here in the Tashir Arena at one of the biggest MMA events in Armenian history, and I managed to get cage side tickets for the entire night. It was absolutely insane. Obviously I couldn't live an entire day like Arman without having anything mixed martial arts involved. And what else than having cage side tickets at one of the biggest MMA events in Armenia. And for me this was a surreal moment. Why? Because I met so many of you guys. A year ago I had 0 subscribers and now I was here in Armenia and so many people recognized and loved the series, which made me extremely grateful for everything.
Have you ever seen that before? No, you haven't.
And with the night closing in, I knew that I had done everything what I wanted to do here in Armenia. And with this, I managed to do all 5 steps that I set out for myself. I knew for certain that I knew what is Arman Tsarukyan's biggest secret to success. So there was nothing else for me to do than to go back home. What is the big secret that I've been trying to uncover? Arman's secret to success. The most obvious answer would obviously be money, but I just did it with no money for 3 days and you still watched, so it's clearly not money. But there's one very specific thing about Arman Tsarukyan that stuck out to me, and that is the skill of failure. When Arman's fight fell out at UFC 311, that could have been the end of how we see Arman Tsarukyan. There are many moments where he could have easily given up, and instead of staying quiet and doing nothing, he kept working. Every single time when a problem occurred, before I went to Armenia and then during Armenia, instead of letting it be something bad, I tried to turn it into something even better. And that's going to be the most important skill. You can have all the money you want, you can have all the fame, everything. You have to deal with failure, but you have to also make it something better. But what are you doing at the moment where you feel you could do better? What is this risk that you're not willing to take? Maybe train in another country, maybe have your first fight, build your own social media, YouTube, whatever it is that you're doing. Face every failure, every disappointment, and make the most of it. I hope you enjoyed my series in Armenia. I'll see you the next time. Woes.